Hey guys, this is Mitch with FinePoint CGI, and today we're going to talk about how to use the new Windows 11 Android subsystem with Godot. So we're going to go through the process of installing the Android subsystem. Then we are going to hook it up via the ADB wireless bridge. We're going to run into a few problems here or there, but we're going to get it connected. And then once we get it connected, we're going to export out our Angry Birds tutorial project to our Android subsystem via the ADB link. So that's what I have in store for you guys today. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so the first thing we need to do is we have to install the Android subsystem for Windows 11. So the easiest way to do that is to open up your start menu and type Microsoft Store and hit enter and open up Microsoft Store. Now you'll see it's going to go ahead and load. And if we come up to the top and we type Amazon, you will see that we have a thing called Amazon App Store. And the Amazon App Store is the Android subsystem. It'll actually install the App Store, it'll install a subsystem for your system, and it will install the Android debugging tools that you need. Now, you do still need to set up your system for Android exporting, so be sure to check out that tutorial before you do this tutorial. Now, we're going to click on the Amazon App Store, and we will click install, and you'll see it's going to ask you to sign into your Microsoft account. If you don't have one, you're going to have to make one. Now in my case, I already have one, so I'm going to throw that in and I'll blur out the screen, and you will see that it's going to go ahead and start downloading it. We'll hit yes, and we will let that run, and I will be right back. All right, now that it's installed, you will just click open Amazon App Store, and you'll see that we have a starting Android subsystem. And then if everything worked out, you should see it pop up in a second. There we go. And that, as soon as this pops up, this means that you have everything that you need. You don't need to worry about signing into Amazon or anything like that to get mobile apps. Don't worry about any of that. So we'll click close, and we'll open up our start menu, and we'll type Android, and you'll see that I have Android Studio installed because I, of course, have everything set up for Android exporting. But you will see that we have a Windows subsystem for Android settings. So if we click on this, you will see that we have a bunch of settings here that we can mess around with. Now, one of the things that we have to have if we're going to use this is we have to go into our developer and we have to turn on developer mode. Now you will see that it says ADB can connected on, and it gives you an IP address. It also gives you an IP address to work with as well. Now we need to make sure we manage our developer settings. So you'll see there's a button right here. So we'll click on that, and you will see that it brings up our Android developer options here. So we'll scroll down, and you will see that there are all sorts of really useful options. And the one that we want to make sure we have is USB debugging. It looks like they changed the default from when I last installed it, but before we had to make sure we enabled this, but it looks like they now do it automatically, which is awesome and saves us a little bit of trouble. So we'll close this, and we'll make note of this IP address. Okay, this is important. Now that we have this, let's set up our Godot project. So I'm going to open up Godot, and I have a tutorial project that I will open, and I will be right back. All right, so this is my Angry Birds tutorial thing that I did a while back, so you guys could check it out and create an Angry Birds style game. So this is already all set up to export out to Android. If we go up to our project export, you'll see we have an Android runnable. We have a key store set up for it and things like that. So if you don't have any of that set up, I do have a link in the description to how to set up exporting for Android in Godot. I just updated that tutorial, I think about a week ago, so we should be pretty up to date with that tutorial. But if you've already have that set up, the question you might be asking is, how can we get that little Android icon here so we can export out to our project? Well, that's where this IP address comes in handy. So you see how it has an IP address. In my case, right here, it says 172.21.178.132. Now, your IP address will be different, so be sure to find out what your IP address is. So if we copy this, we can come into a command prompt and connect to it. So we'll open up a command prompt just like this, and we'll type adb connect, and we'll paste that IP address. Now, if we hit enter, you will see here we have a fail to authenticate. Usually what this means is that means we haven't signed our machine to our Windows subsystem. So if we come back here and we manage our developer settings, let's take a look and see if there's something that we may have missed here. So what I'll do is I will shut off USB debugging, turn it back on, and hit OK. Now, because I shut this off, we've now gotten our connection set up, but you will need to connect like this. When I disabled it and re-enabled it, it automatically did the connection for us, but sometimes you'll need to disable and re-enable this just to get that connection to start, or you might just need to do adb connect and then the IP address that we showed earlier over here. Hey guys, Editor Mitch here. I just wanted to let you guys know that you need to have the Amazon App Store open, or at least any Android app open, to keep this subsystem running. As soon as this app gets closed, it's going to shut down the Android subsystem, and it's going to make it so that you can't use it for your Godot project. So that's just something to keep in mind, is you want to make sure that if this doesn't pop up and you can't connect to your subsystem, it's because you are not running an Android app. So anyway, let's get back to the video. But once you have that, you can just click this little Android icon and it will create an APK and export it out to your Android subsystem. So you'll see I now have my game on my Android subsystem, and I can change my screen size and things like that. And you'll see that it says, hey, this app does not support resize, but you can hit refresh and it'll attempt to resize the screen anyway. So you can test your interface in various configurations to see how it's going to respond to those different sizes. So this is very useful for you to test screen sizing on your Android game. But you'll see that it now works. I mean, you can play your game just like as if you were on your own Android device, which is awesome. So what do you guys think about the Android subsystem? Personally, I think it's super useful for testing your games, and I think that it's not a substitute for your phone, but it is a really quick way to iterate through your project and do some basic testing for your Android device. You can actually come in here and just test all your stuff and make sure things work. Get yourself probably about 90% of the way there, then throw it on your phone and test it on your phone. In my opinion, it's a great addition to Windows 11, and I think that it'll be very useful for us in the future. But I'd love to know what you guys think. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think. But that is all I have for you guys today. So if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Hey, if you dislike this video, go ahead and hit that dislike button, because I am here to make content for you guys. This video, as with all of my videos, is a viewer suggested video. So if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments below and I'll be more than happy to take a look at them. I am working on a GD script 4.0 video because a lot of people have been asking me to cover some of the new features and to talk about, new benchmarks and things like that, to see how much Godot 4 is changing our landscape for our games. So expect that one to be soon. And hey, if you guys have any questions about this tutorial or really any of my tutorials, please throw them in the comments below or jump on my Discord and I'll be more than happy to help you out with any issues you might have. But that is all I have for you guys today. So thank you so much again for watching, and I will see you all next time. Thanks.